Okay. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the first Japan Shopping Sherlock Japan grand opening conference call. This is coming to you directly from Japan. I'm Dino Crawley, a global power affiliate with Shopping Sherlock. I'm speaking to you directly from Japan. Here in Nagoya, we have people from all over the world, and we are welcoming you to our very first grand opening. Please sit back and listen, take notes, and enjoy as we share with you how to best do the shopping Sherlock business. And I want to first bring on the guy who will be doing this presentation, the one who will be presenting to you, and then we will bring on some of the leaders here in Japan to share with you and to welcome you on as well. But I want to bring on first Mr. Brandon Ivey. Mr. Brandon Ivey will have 1 year with Shopping Sherlock next month, the 1st of September. I'll let him detail his celebration to you. But he is a global power affiliate. He has a network history and background. He's done this before. He's a retired young man at 37 years old. I believe he's 36 or 37, and he's retired at his young age. And I want to share with him to share with you a little bit about his background. And Mr. Brandon Ivey, are you there?
Yes, I am, Dino. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Brandon. Thank you. Thank you for sharing, coming on this morning. I think it's very early there. What time do you have there on the West Coast?
1:04 a.m. my time.
1:04 a.m. Well, thank you for getting up so early or staying up so early for joining with us on this very first conference call here out of Japan. And I want you to share with a little bit about yourself. We'll put some leaders on after that and then bring you back so that you can show us and tell us a little bit in depth about the Shopping Sherlock business.
Yes, sir. Well, welcome everybody. Again, what Dino said, my name is Brandon Ivey. I'm a global witch shopping Sherlock, and thank you guys for coming out. This is our very first international webinar presentation that we're doing for Japan. We want to have something like this on a regular basis. Right now, we're trying to figure out what would be the best time because it's not just Japan, it's also in the Philippines and also China. And I think it's around 5 a.m. I'm sorry, 5 p.m. local time in Japan. So we want to make sure that we have just the right time that we can get the most amount of people on to have this on a regular basis, at least maybe once or even twice a week. For me, it doesn't matter the time. For me, it could be at any time since I do this full time, this business. So that time doesn't matter. But I want to thank you and welcome all you guys for being here. This is a monumentous moment for us to be having a webinar presentation for Japan. And the reason why I'm taking time out of my schedule to do this at this time of night is because you guys over the last couple of months have really put Shopping Sherlock on the map in the United States. You guys have really taken this to the next level, and we're looking at opening up officially in Japan probably within the next month. Whenever we open up a company, it's always going to happen based on, hold on, I see, if anybody that's on a moderator, please don't mess with the slides. I have it right on the ones that I want right now, so let me change that right back. All right, here we go. So like I was saying, we are going to be full mode on launching Japan, and you guys are the first. You guys are the vanguard. I know we had a very good opening meeting in Osaka that Dino did with Baby Lynn and Chieko and Tito, and we have another. You know what? Let me switch it to screen share because someone's messing with my slides here. 1 second. I'll get there in a second. But we had another one in Tokyo just a few weeks ago with Tracy. And we have already promoted 3 global powers in Japan. So we're going to talk about that in a moment. But a little bit about my own background. I've been in network marketing now for 15 years. I have a lot of failures and then a lot of success in this industry. The last 5, 6 years, my business has really gone to another level. I'm a recognized 5-figure earner in this industry, 6 figures a year. I've been retired for the last couple of years. I retired at the age of 36 years old. Dino has given me some favor saying I'm 37. I actually just celebrated my 38th birthday. And one thing that I was looking for is something that's going to be a long-term fit for myself, long-term in a business. And Shopping Sherlock to me is going to be the next legacy company that I know I'm going to be here when I turn 48 years old. My first 1 year anniversary is going to be September 1st. So we're excited about that. And we're launching our brand new mobile app in 30 days from now at our London convention. And that's also going to be a huge boost for the company. In fact, we're considering that the new launch of Shopping Sherlock. So I told you a little bit about myself. What I want to do is bring back up Dino to introduce some of the key leaders in the Japanese market. And then we're going to go ahead and do a presentation so you guys can see how we do presentations here in the United States, get a good sense and a feel for what this business is about, what our vision is, and how you can take that to Japan, the Philippines, Korea, Russia, China, New Zealand, and all the rest of the countries in that area. So I'm going to turn it right back on over to Dino. So Dino, are you there?
Yes, I am, Brandon, and thank you. Thank you again for getting up so early. Thank you for sharing with us a little about yourself. We are very happy to have you on with us to share with us and to bring this presentation to the life and the fullness that we need of it. I'm going to bring on someone that a lot of people have heard about. Many people know here in Japan and with the Shopping Sherlock, but very few know internationally the historic and the lady that made history with the Shopping Sherlock company business. And she actually was made history by bringing on 8 people in one day. She signed up 8 people in one day. And I'm happy and very proud of her. She is one of the leaders. She is the most forefront leader here in Japan. She has a team of leaders as well. I think you all know who I'm talking about. We call her Mama K, affectionately known as Baby, but Ferdovero Baby Lynn. Baby Lynn, are you there?
Hello?
Hello, Baby Lynn.
Yes. Good
We can
afternoon,
hear you.
everyone.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, you're
Thank you
breaking
so
up a
much.
little bit, just a little bit. You're breaking up, but I
Yeah,
want
my connection is bad.
to. Okay. Could you just say some warm, welcoming words to everyone on? I think everyone's just happy to hear your voice.
Yes, hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be part of Sherlock family. And to all my Nagoya team and everyone, thank you so much for joining us in Shopping Sherlock. We hope we stay together until our app is here in Japan. And please continue in working and um, stay 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 loyal to our team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you,
And
Baby Lynn.
I'm gonna invite also Tito Lara from our team here in Japan. Um, Tito Lara, would you like to say please say word to this guys listener?
Okay, we're having some connection issues at your end, Baby Lynn. We're having some connection issues at your end. We're not getting you clearly. Would love to get you clearly. Would love to hear from you more. We do have another leader here in Japan, and you might have heard of him. You might have seen him around on some of the posts and some of the praises on Facebook and some of the accommodations that he's done. Tito Alora. He is a Philippine gentleman, but he lives here in Japan. I'd like to try to bring him on if we can. Tito, are you there?
No, I don't think his microphone is connected. I'm looking right at his name here, and there's no mic next to it.
Okay, okay. Well, then we're going to move on. And Brandon, I would like to bring you back on if it's okay. And I would like to go ahead and kick this presentation off. We've got a great lineup. We've got a great presentation lineup for everyone that's on. We're looking to hear from you and learn from you on how we can continue to grow our business here in Japan and worldwide, and continue to take it throughout Asia as we've been doing it. And we look forward to learning a lot from you. Brandon, could you please go ahead and take us right into the program?
Absolutely. Thank you, Dino. And again, this is also for, I know we have a lot of people on that's already in the business, but you probably never have heard me do a live presentation before. So you definitely want to take some notes so that you can say what we say as you would say it in Japan and also in the Philippines. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, this definitely is the opportunity that you have been looking for. And what I mean by that, I'm talking about a home-based business, because we all know the traditional 9 to 5 is not best for most of us, and that's including worldwide. Even though I'm here in the United States, it's a worldwide phenomenon that we all are looking for an extra way of earning income. So here's some key questions that I want you to ask yourself when you're watching this presentation, and I'm going to answer these questions during the presentation. Number one, is there a need? Number two, what is in it for you? Number three, how does it work? Number four, will it last? Number five, who will help you? And number six, what is next? Now, the internet isn't a fad. It's a platform for evolution in communication, commerce, and culture, and we all know this. The internet has been around now for 20 years, but how many of you were actually on the internet 20 years ago? No, not many people. I was in college 20 years ago, and we still weren't using the internet that much. I remember still writing letters, if you can believe, to my then girlfriend. She's my wife now, but we used to write letters to each other. We didn't understand email just yet. But now you fast forward to 20 years, everybody is on the internet. Everybody. My 7-year-old knew how to access the internet and get to some of his favorite websites before he could even read and write. This is something that is a consistent in our lives. It is constantly changing the way we communicate. It's changing the way we do business. It's changing the way we do shopping. And whether we like it or not, this is not going anywhere. So the best thing for us, since we're already involved anyway, is to try to position ourselves to take advantage of this. It's already stated that in the next 10 years, the internet is going to be so much involved in our lives that it's going to be considered a utility next to electricity. That if they were to take away the internet, we would be back in the dark ages. How many of you would be able to survive without the internet for 1 week, let alone a whole year or completely gone? So this is something that is not just a trend. This is a fact of life. And we're going to show you how to take advantage of this fact. There's also no secret that a lot of money is being made on the internet. We've heard of guys like this Google, Facebook, and Amazon. These guys are multi-billionaires in charge of multi-billion-dollar companies. Now, what's the one thing that they all have in common besides the fact that they're on the internet? The one thing they all have in common is that they give away the product for free. They give it away for free. We don't pay to use Google. We don't pay to use Facebook. We don't pay to use Amazon. We don't pay to use YouTube, Twitter, Pinterest, or any of these social media sites. In fact, most mobile apps, for that matter, are free. So you have to ask yourself, how in the world can these companies become multi-billion-dollar companies when we haven't even spent a dime on these companies? Keep that in mind, because our business model is very similar. See, how would you like to make money on the internet just like the big guys do? Introducing to you the next giant web innovation is Shopping Sherlock. And Shopping Sherlock, you see the namesake of Sherlock, it's like Sherlock Holmes. It searches the internet to find the best deals on product and services that you're going to buy anyway. See, is there a need for what we have? One person came to me and said, Brandon, you need to get into the coffee business. I said, well, I don't drink coffee. I said, you don't need to drink coffee. 70% of the planet drinks coffee. And that might be true. But 97% of consumers now go online to research different products and services in their local area. 97% of the population is already doing this. So I don't have to teach somebody how to do it. I don't have to convince somebody how to do it. I don't have to sell anybody on how to do this. Is there a need? Yes. Would you like to save money on items that you're going to buy anyway? The answer is always 100% yes. I have yet to meet somebody who says, no, Brandon, I would rather pay more money for the same item that I want to buy. I have not met that person just yet. And we're taking advantage of e-commerce, and e-commerce is the fastest growing industry on the planet. In fact, we consider this the greatest economic shift in wealth in the history of mankind. And the scary thing about that is most people have no idea this has even taken place. And I'm guilty of that. 1 year ago, August 2013, I had no idea just how big and how large e-commerce actually was. No idea. We're talking about an industry that is revolutionizing the way we spend our money. Now, if you don't understand e-commerce, you know the word commerce. And what is commerce? And this is universal, worldwide. Everybody goes to a job. You get a paycheck. And what do we do with the money that we earn? We go ahead and pay all of our bills. And whatever's left over, we use to buy food, groceries, entertainment, clothes, technology, phones, all that good stuff. That's commerce. But what e-commerce allows us to do is we don't have to put gas in the car anymore. We don't have to hop on a bus or a train to go shopping. We can pull out our smartphones and our tablets, and we can now buy items that may not even be offered in our local city from anywhere around the world at the touch of a finger. I just did this the other day. I have a Samsung Galaxy smartphone, and I've had it for a while, and my battery has started to really run down on me. Every time I charge it up, it runs out real quick. So I used the Sherlock and looked for the battery. Normally it would cost me 50 something dollars. I went through a website called AliExpress, which is part of Alibaba in China. And I was able to get a 3-piece set, 3 batteries for $15, and it was shipped to me within 6 days from China all the way to Los Angeles. Without e-commerce, I would have never been able to make that type of transaction. And I was able to do it through the Sherlock. And I got cash back for doing so, and I'm going to tell you about that in a moment. But e-commerce is taking place anyway, and we have figured out how to have you positioned right in the middle of it. See, online sales in 2013 was a record-breaking $1.3 trillion. In 2002, it was a $52 billion industry. So in 10 years, it grew from $52 billion to $1 trillion. Over the next couple of years, this is going to be a $5 trillion industry. What does that mean for you and I? We have no competition. There is nobody out there doing exactly what we do. If we just had 1/10 of 0.5% of the $5 trillion market, we're still a $5 billion company. There's room for 50 shopping Sherlocks out there, and each of us to be a multi-billion-dollar company. Now, awakening the giant, mobile giant within. I'm going to use Facebook as an example because I think probably with certainty 99% of you has a Facebook account. Back in December of 2011, 100% of all revenue for Facebook was generated through desktops. Now, I know in Japan, not too many people use desktops anymore. It's all, smartphones and tablets and iPads. But in 2011, all of their revenue was done through desktop. In April 2014, 59% of all of Facebook revenue was done using a mobile device. Now, that's Japan, for example. Everybody in Japan, probably most of you right now, is logging on to this webinar with a mobile device, a mobile tablet. 59% of their revenue is so large that even Facebook now considers themselves a mobile company. A mobile company. Introducing next month, Shopping Sherlock will be launching our very own mobile app, and I know those of you in Japan have been asking for this for quite some time. And I hear it all the time. I always get messages from you guys. Brandon, we all use the mobile. We don't use the desktops. We don't use the laptops. When is the mobile coming? It's coming. It's 30 days away. And everything that you were able to do on the desktop, you're now going to be able to use from your mobile phone. Shop compare, daily deals, flights, hotels, price scanners, branding, coupons, and an invite system. Now, mobile apps are very, very popular. And when you guys are using a mobile app and you like it, what do? We share it with other people. Isn't that correct? We share it with other people. I had a friend of mine on Facebook, and I got a Facebook invite to download this app that does it's like Guess-a-Roo. It does guesses and pictures and things like that you play with your friends. And I asked her, I said, how did you send me that invite? And she said, well, the app had a little invite button, and it allowed me to invite all of my Facebook friends. I said, so you sent an invite to every single one of your Facebook friends? She said, yes. I said, how many Facebook friends do you have? She said, 5,000. I said, wow. How much money did you make off of sending an invite to 5,000 people? She's like, nothing. Why would I make money doing that? I was like, wow, you just made that company a whole lot of money. Word of mouth. They didn't even have to pay to get 5,000 brand new customers. How would you like to get paid by giving away an app for free? An app that you know is going to help people out there. It's going to help you, and it's going to help your friends and family. And if you have a customer and they like the app, they click on the invite system, they now can invite their friends and family all over the world, and they're now getting customers for you, and you're going to be able to track it. You're going to notice I'm in Japan, and you have customers in the United States, South America, Australia, New Zealand, Africa, Europe. You're going to have customers all over the place. You're going to be able to track that you're getting paid on. Now, in 2013, Shopping Sherlock helped save both time and money for our users 5.6 million times. 5.6 million times. Now, that may seem like a whole lot, but over the next couple of years, that's going to be 5.6 billion times. Now, the company itself is 2 years old. We've been in profit since our second month in business back in 2012. We are backed by CEO Mr. Michael Weeder out here in Santa Monica, California, which is in LA County. He's an internet marketing success guy. He's been in the industry for a long time. He has years of success in online expos out here in the United States. And I don't know if Japan has these, but we have something that's called E3. And it's where all video games, get together, the new video games that's being launched each year. And we have something that's called Comic-Con, that a lot of Hollywood, the Marvel and DC Comics to get together. Well, back in the 90s, the .coms had something like that. It was called the Online Expos, and it was ran by Mr. Michael Weeder. So companies like AOL, Netscape, and Yahoo, they used to set up shop and booths at Mr. Weeder's Online Expos to get themselves exposure. He's funded it for other network marketing companies, and he's very involved in nonprofit. In fact, last Christmas, we have something that's called, it's not really a Make-A-Wish Foundation, but we give back to the community, and we give back to we call it the Make-A-Wish for Christmas. And we help a lot of people out during the holiday season. If you talk to, some of you guys might have already met or spoken with Willie Davis out of the Philippines. We helped his organization in the Philippines and a lot of other organizations and homes in the Philippines when they had the earthquake disaster, rebuilt their homes through the Sherlock system. And we're going to do it again this Christmas as well. So we're very big in nonprofit and raising money for the needy. Now, if you look at our trends for sales revenue, from January to June, we matched all of the revenue that Sherlock made in 2013. We're on pace right now to triple everything we made by the end of this year. We're going to triple what we did in 2013, and we still have not gone viral yet. We have not even launched the Japan yet. I'll give you an example. The number one money earner in the world for Shopping Sherlock, where most of the production is taking place, is in the United Kingdom. There's 63 million people there. There's 130 something million people in Japan. There's 1.3 billion people in China. They have no idea that there's a company called Shopping Sherlock, but they will. And those of you that's getting started now, you're going to be able to override that. And we already project that more than half of all of our business is going to take place in Asia over the next couple of years. So you guys are uniquely positioned before this goes viral in Japan, in China, in Korea, Taiwan. Now, we're also backed by investor Laurel Langmeyer. You might not have heard of her, but you can go ahead and Google her name and see what pops up. She's known as the Millionaire Maker. She was on a movie called The Secret. She has wrote 5 best-selling books. She's helped thousands of people become millionaires. And she's also an investor and co-owner and affiliate with Shopping Sherlock. Now, what does the Sherlock actually do? Well, I'm sure all of you are familiar with Google. You've Googled something in the past. But does Google bring up to you the cheapest price on whatever it is you're looking for? No, Google brings up to you the most popular websites, the websites with the most internet traffic, the websites that have spent the most money on advertising dollars. And if you have 404 million hits, do you actually have time to go through all of those hits in an attempt to find the cheapest price available? No, absolutely not. I rarely ever go past the first or second page, even when I Google myself. But what the Sherlock does is the exact same thing. Only difference is the Sherlock searches the entire internet to find the best price on whatever it is you're looking for. So if you ask, how is that possible? Because I know in Japan, you have search engines that do something similar. The most popular is Rakuten. What the Sherlock does is it combines all of those search engines in one place. For example, in the United States, the Sherlock will search not only Google, but also Amazon, eBay, Rakuten, Dealoka, I'm going off my memory, Costco, AliExpress, BizRate, and etc. And each country has their own specific search engines. So when we launch officially in a country, we'll just add all of those and customize the Sherlock to your particular country. So now you have a one-stop shop to do all of your shopping through one place, the Sherlock. We always say don't Google it, Sherlock it. Helps you save both time and money. And I'll give you a couple examples here in the United States. If you have internet access, chances are you have a printer at home. And most people need print cartridges. Well, Office Depot, we looked this up, and this print cartridge was $71.49, $71. We Sherlocked it and got it for $13.99. That's $57 savings on an item that we were going to buy anyway. What about golf clubs? We looked up this VR Pro driver online from the Nike store, $479. We Sherlocked it and got it for $149.99. That's $330 savings, 69% off. Is this, someone asked me, is this hand-me-down products? Is this a swap meet? Is this, secondhand? No. It's the same exact name brand item on what you would buy anyway. We just found a website that sells it for less. What about Michael Kors? Michael Kors is a coat that's very popular here in the United States. Or it's a name. They sell purses, coats, jackets, shoes. Well, Macy's out here had an online sale for $219. We Sherlocked it and got it for $134 with free shipping. That's $85.99. Savings $85. So when I asked the question earlier, is there a need for the Sherlock? Well, if I needed to spend money anyway, if you could show me how to save money, since most people live on a fixed income, we save an average household $150 to $300 a month right back into their monthly budget by saving the money on items that they're going to buy anyway. We also have something that's called a cashback toolbar. This is not available just yet in Japan, but it will be. But all that means is that you can download a toolbar, it's a Shopping Sherlock assistant, onto your web browser. And every time you log onto the internet, it will always be there. And what happens is, if you were to just search the internet, VerizonWireless.com, 18.75% cash back. Walmart.com, 3% cash back. BestBuy.com, 4.5% cash back. And I show you this because your business is going to expand beyond Japan. You're going to have people on your team all over the world. I think right now, Dino's team is in about 7 countries right now. I know that Baby Lynn had an individual, or was I think it was Tracy. I forgot what country. I know it just happened a couple of weeks ago. But we're worldwide, and you're going to have members all over the world in your business. Now, as an affiliate, you can earn even more. There's only 2 things we do here. And I know I'm talking about a lot of information you might not have heard of, but I just want you to be very understanding of the simplicity. We give away a product for free. We help people save money on items they're going to buy anyway. And as they benefit, so do we. As they benefit, so do we. Here's how this works. People say, how do I make money? Do I make money when somebody actually buys something? No, it does not work that way. If you've ever been familiar with maybe Google pay-per-click, it's kind of similar. But I like to use the example of Facebook, again, because everybody knows Facebook. How does Facebook make their money? Since they have over 1 billion users worldwide, and none of us is actually paying Facebook to use their tool every day. How are they making money? Well, Facebook worldwide, for every active account that Facebook has, is worth $2 to Facebook. So every single person is worth $2. And when you have over 1 billion people, just look at how much money Facebook is generating. In North America, the average Facebook account is worth $6. Well, what does that mean it's worth $6? It means advertisers are paying Facebook for access to their network. When Shopping Sherlock first got started 2 years ago, the Sherlock was only worth 6 cents. Now, you may say that's not a lot of money, and it's not. But how much money are you making right now when you give away free apps, free mobile apps? Nothing. 6 cents can add up. But over the years, as of today, the Sherlock is worth $2 per active member. $2. We can show the person how you can earn 3 to 4 figures a month without signing up a single person on your team. This is perfect for stay-at-home moms. This is perfect for entrepreneurs. This is perfect for people who are working 1 or 2 jobs, for people who say, I hate sales, I don't like recruiting anybody, I don't like selling a product to anybody. Great. Give this away. What if you gave this away to 50 people? You had 50 downloads of the mobile app. That's $100 a month. You could do that in your first day in the business. What if you had 500 downloads? 500 downloads. They're all actively using the Sherlock. That's $1,000 a month. I'll show you how you can have a full-time income. See, the usage income is going to continue to increase. We want to get it worth up to $4 per Sherlock. So those same 500 customers can bring you $2,000 a month if they're all active and you didn't sign up a single person in the business. Now, I want you to think about your family members. Think about people you know in college. Think about people you know in the Philippines, in Japan, in Korea. Do you know right now The country that has the fastest growth in internet usage is the Philippines. Did you know that? It's the Philippines. And it's even growing faster with m-commerce, meaning the mobile apps. So what if you had an individual in the Philippines that signed up 5,000 Sherlock customers? In other words, gave the download to 5,000 people, and they're able to earn $10,000 a month off just the Sherlock usage alone. What do you think is going to happen in the company? This is going to explode. It's going to explode. And it gets even better from there. See, now all references to income implied or stated through this document and the Shopping Sherlock comp plan does not guarantee any level of income or earnings to any affiliate. Earnings from the Shopping Sherlock comp plan depend solely on web app usage, sales, and each affiliate's skill, ability, and personal application. All that means is that you are an affiliate. You're not an employee. There is no salary here. You make as much money as you want. We have members on our team who have already made thousands of dollars over the last few months being in the business. I know Dino's over 5 figures combined when you look at what him and his wife is doing with this business. It's huge what's taking place. But let's talk about building yourself a team. The cost of getting started is a one-time $249. $249 one time. That's less than the cost of your smartphone. Yeah, it's less than the cost of your smartphone. The monthly is just $34.95 a month. That's less than the monthly cell phone bill here in the United States. I'm not too sure on how much a cell phone bill is in Japan. That's a good. Dino, if you could type in the chat box, how much is the average cell phone bill in Japan? But here in the United States, the average bill may run you anywhere between $75 to $150 a month. This is $1.15 a day to be in business. That's less than a daily cup of coffee. So we made it affordable, again, because we are worldwide and we want to make sure that we're not alienating anybody. Now, let's talk about building yourself a team. This is leverage. You've got a couple of Sherlock customers out there, and they're going to say, hey, I've saved money. Like I did. I bought my wife a laptop using the Sherlock. Saves over $70 doing so. And they say, you know what? I want to make money off of this. I know a lot of people I can give this away to. How do I make money? So, well, they pay their $249 to get started. You enroll 2 people in the business, you just made a $100 bonus. There's no limit to how many people you can personally sign up in the business. Every time you sign up 2, you make a $100 bonus. Now, what happens when you enroll more than 2? Because you only have 2 teams. Here's what happens when you enroll more than 2. Anytime you have 2 on the left and 2 on the right, you're going to get a $50 cycle bonus. That goes down through infinity. If you're like Baby Lynn, Mama K, she's got hundreds of people on her team. Every 2 on the left and 2 on the right, $50 bonus. 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. Same when she's going to have 5,000 people on her team. When that starts to happen, her income is going to be out there big time. Imagine that. Making 5 figures a week off of these cycle bonuses. Now, we have something that's called the power of 4. And this is why the Japanese team, you guys blew up so fast. The power of 4. When somebody pays $249 to get started, the first thing we want to show them how to do is to make their money back as fast as possible. Because in any home-based business, the number one reason why most people quit and fail is because they think that they're spending more money than they are actually making. We want to eliminate that as an excuse. You enroll 4 people in the business your first week in the business. You just made $250. How does that happen? Well, your first 2 people, you made $100. Your second 2 people, you made another 100. That's $200. But now that you have 2 on the left and 2 on the right, that's a $50 cycle bonus. That's $250. You just made your money back. And if everybody focused on just doing that, guess what? Everybody walks off their job. That is exactly what Japan did while they had so much success with Chieko and Yuzo and Desmond and Tito and Baby Lin. This is what they did. 4, getting 4, getting 4, getting 4. Your life will never be the same again if everybody just focused on, let me make my money back. And as far as the $34.95, let me go ahead and get 20 apps. Let me give away 20 apps. If they're all 20 are active, that's at least right now $40 a month. So you're in business for free at that point. Now here's what happens when everybody pays their $34.95 monthly subscription fee. For every 2 on the left and 2 on the right, that's $10. 2 on the left, 2 on the right, another $10. Let me show you what the income on this can be. Let's say you go on the 9-week plan. We are now coming on the end of August. So you're now looking into going into November. The 9-week plan. If your first week in business, you enroll 2 people on your team. That's it. We call it just doing your part. Your second week in business, you help those 2 to also enroll 2 people on their team. Your third week in business, they enroll 2 people. So everybody is just signing up 2. 2 getting 2 getting 2. For you guys, Japan, they're doing 4. 4 getting 4 getting 4. But I just want to show you an example. In 9 weeks, at the end of 9 weeks of everybody doing this, you just made over $6,000 in bonuses, and you're at $2,450 a month residual income. What could that do for your life right now on top of whatever it is you're currently earning? Being able to have an extra $2,450 a month. In the United States, for some people, that eliminates their job. That might be a full-time income for some people. Now, here's our ladder of success. See, everybody starts off as an affiliate. The first position is called Star Affiliate. As a Star Affiliate, you must give away 5 Sherlock apps and enroll 2 people in the business. You are qualified to earn up to $2,000 a week as a Star Affiliate. I will also make you your very own video. That's going to have your pictures. It's going to have your website, and you can use to post on social media to market yourself. Now, there's something else that's powerful about this Star Affiliate position besides being able to earn $2,000 a week, is we have something that's called spillover. Hey, Desmond, you got to shoot me some pictures, and I'll get you your video. In fact, most of the people in Japan, you guys have, I don't know, 70-something Star Affiliates. I gotta look that number up. All they have to do is shoot me an email with some pictures, and I will make you your very own video. I think I made one for Chieko. I know I made a few of them for Baby Lin. I know I made one for Tracy, because Tracy is Star Affiliate as well. But here's what happened with this position. We have a gentleman on our team in France who got started with us, but due to business, he was never able to really engage to build his business. But because of spillover, Chieko signs up somebody in the business, and that person fell on his first level on spillover. The person was named Federal Vero Baby Lin, the shopping Sherlock superstar. She hit global in 53 days. As a result of the spillover, this gentleman is overriding most of Japan and has almost $10,000 in banked volume that he's earned on work he didn't even do. That's the power of being positioned and getting started now instead of waiting down the road. The next position is called Power Affiliate. As a Power Affiliate, you must enroll 4 people in the business by yourself. That's what you guys are already being trained to do. Have 10 Sherlock customers and a total of 12 people on your team. If you do this in your first 15 days, and understand, this is not your first 15 days from when you sign up. It's your first 15 days from when you sign up your first person in the business. So you might be in the business for 2 months. But the moment you sign up that first person, that's when the 15-day clock starts. You're going to get a $200 bonus. You get promoted to Power Affiliate. You now can earn up to $3,000 a week as a Power Affiliate. We have a lot of Power Affiliates on the line right now. I know Tito is, and Tito, I'm looking forward to you being the next global out there. Desmond, I'm looking for Desmond to be in the next global. Yuzo, you guys are I was looking at my pair report in my back office, and it was just showing me how some of you guys are getting so close to getting to the next position. And the reason why you want to be a global, because this is a game changer. As a global power, you must help 12 people becoming a Power Affiliate. You do that, you're now a global. You have 20 Sherlock customers. If you do this in your first 180 days, you're going to get a $2,000 bonus. Baby Lynn, Dino, and Chieco, all 3 of them got the $2,000 bonus. I love that. That's powerful. When people say, are there anybody making money in the business? Absolutely. Absolutely. They're making thousands of dollars. The next thing about this position is that once it matures, you can earn up to $20,000 a week just off the cycle bonuses alone. $20,000 a week. The next exciting thing about a global is that you're getting a 20% check match bonus. Marie De Castro, is Marie on the line right now? Yeah, I see her. Marie's also a power. I want to see Marie hit global. You guys keep doing that. I have to fly out to Japan very soon. But you're going to get a 20% check match bonus. That means you're going to get a 20% check match on everybody that you personally enroll. But you're also going to get a 20% check match on every single person on your team. Every single person on your team. So I look at Baby Lynn, for example. Baby Lynn does not have any globals underneath her yet. So right now, she's qualified to earn 20% on what everybody on her team makes. So someone said, Brandon, how many people would I need on my team to at least get to $10,000 a month off the 20% check match? Well, if you had 600 members on your team, and Baby Lynn, pay close attention to this, 600 people on your team, you help them to earn $100 a month each. Now, nobody's walking off their job and jumping for glory over $100. I just want to show you the bare minimum. You help them to earn $100 a month each. You're now earning $20 per person. That's $12,000 a month. Think about that. What if you had 6,000 people on your team? Over 100 million people in Japan alone? You guys have not even scratched the surface yet. There's going to be people that's going to join your team that they're going to be able to put 1, 2, 3,000 people in business in their first 30 days. And you're going to be sitting on top of that. The next most exciting thing about a global is that the company has set aside 5% of the company ownership to give back to the field who helps to build the company. So all globals are getting a 2.5% ownership combined. So when this becomes a billion-dollar company, all of the globals are worth $25 million combined. I love what the CEO, we had a special leadership call today, And what the CEO was talking about says you got to appreciate the position of a global. If we have $100 million in profit, based on all the globals we have right now, that's an extra $250,000 for each global per year on top of the compensation plan. Talk about looking for a retirement. $250,000 each as of right now if this was a billion-dollar company or doing $100 million in profit. And we will get there. I want to bring up, you guys have already heard from your local leaders, but I want you to hear if he's still awake, because I know it's going on, I think 4 o'clock in the morning is time. I want to bring up Global in the United States, Rod Doctor, and I want to thank Rod for even hopping on here. You didn't have to, but Rod, are you there?
Yes, I am, Brandon.
Rod, go ahead and share your experience with Sherlock, because you're coming on your 1-year anniversary as well. You're a Global, you own part of this company. Where do you see this company going in the future?
Well, Brandon, we have such an opportunity here with Shopping Sherlock. It's incredible. I've been in the industry for about 20, going on 23 years now, and I've never, ever seen anything out there that offers you a check match on your total sales organization. That's just nuts. I mean, it's unreal. The fact that if you build 5, 10, 20 people, 100 people personally, and they all do the same thing, and it expands out. You have 2, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 people on your team, that you will receive a check match, 20% check match on every single one of those people, down to and including the global power in any line of sponsorship. That is just off the charts. That's unreal. You know, most of the companies, you and I were both in a company, they paid down 7 levels. You know, so anybody that fell below your 7th level, we didn't get paid on. Well, here, it doesn't matter. It goes to infinity. And once we become diamonds, we get a 10%, we get a 10% raise from 20 to 30%. And then we go down 10% down to infinity, below that global power in a line of sponsorship. That is off the charts. Nobody out there offers that. Now, how much incentive, more incentive does it give you when you become a co-owner? Once you're a global power, you actually you're a co-owner in the company. And being a co-owner, just, you know, if you understand the concept of that, the fact that you are part owner in Shopping Sherlock, I would think that that would really get you all excited and want you to do even more than you thought you were capable of in the first place. Going out and sharing this business is fun, Brandon. This is the best and most fun I've had in the 23 years that I've been in the business. Everybody with Shopping Sherlock, yourself, everybody on Power Team Marketing, we are just a family. And man, I tell you what, it's fun to meet people all around the globe. We've got Dino here from Japan, and everyone else from Japan, Yuzo, and everybody that I've talked to and met. It's just fun meeting people with like minds around the globe, that we all can come together and all of us can benefit from each other's effort. It's not just one person against the world. It's all of us against the world. We can change the world. We can change one person's future just by getting them into Shopping Sherlock. It's an incredible opportunity. Back to you, Brandon.
Thank you very much, Rod. And again, thank you for coming out and supporting, because Rod is cross-line to Dino. You know, Rod doesn't make any money based on what Dino does or what you guys do, but we are one big family. We help each other because Rod, as a global, is an owner of this company. So the better, the most success you guys have, that also contributes to Rod's success as well. So we are all in this together, regardless of what team you actually fall a part of. The next position, I also see, just want to give a little shout out. I see Rhonda on the line. Rhonda is right here with me in Los Angeles, California. I saw you sneak in here, Rhonda. Welcome. But we also have, the next position is called a Diamond Affiliate. Diamond, you get everything that a global has, but you're now going to get a raise. You now can get a 30% check match on your entire organization until the next global hits, and then a 10% override below your globals. So right now, I'll give you an example. Since Dino is a global. He has two globals beneath him, Chieco and also Baby Lynn. Well, he gets a 20% check match on Chieco. Chieco gets a 20% check match on Baby Lynn. But Baby Lynn is getting a 20% check match on everything below her because there's no global there. However, Dino and Chieco, once one of them becomes a diamond, they're now going to earn a 10% check match and on everything below Baby Lynn on the entire country of Japan. That's how powerful being a diamond is. We have individuals in our company earning earning a check match on thousands of people. There's only 2 diamonds in the entire company. One of them is in the UK. He just became our first $1 million earner with the Sherlock. So again, when people say, can you make money with this business? We already have an individual who made $1 million and we're only 2 years old. The other diamond is in the United States. And I like to predict things. Whoever's the first diamond in Asia will become a millionaire. It's just facts. The first diamond will become a millionaire based on the what we're looking at, the numbers, the volume that we're working with. And more than half of our business is going to come out of Asia. So you definitely want to work towards being a diamond. Now, are you ready? 90 days from now, your life can be completely different. Imagine how you'd feel if you'd be able to spend more time with your kids and less time at work. Now, here's what you want to do. You want to get back to the person who's invited you to see this presentation. Let them know whether you are in or out. If you're in, great, pull out your credit card. Let's get you signed up and let's get you going. You don't want to hesitate. Hesitating one time can cost you a lot of money. Had our gentleman that hit power in France hesitated, he would have lost out on having the spillover of Japan and his downline. We had a woman in the UK. She hesitated for 5 minutes and her friend signed up before she did, and that cost her $20,000. You only have 2 teams. So you're going to have spillover, and you never know who's going to fall in your organization and become the next global or diamond on your team. If this is not for you, that's okay as well. This is not for everybody. But at least do yourself a favor. Try the Sherlock, sign up for it for free, and save yourself some money. So it's a win-win situation. Now, that concludes the presentation portion of this webinar. Now I want to go into a little bit of training because this is the first time I'm able to really get with you guys in a mass scale like this. And I want to do this on a regular basis. See, our team is called Power Team Marketing. We want you guys to know in Japan that you have all the support from the United States that you can possibly get. You don't have to rely on just getting second or third hand information directly from Dino or one of your upline globals. You can get that information directly from us here in the United States. So if you have not done so, you want to make sure that you've registered at this website, ceostraining.info. This will put you on the mailing list. I send out an email update every single day about updates with the company and things that's taking place so that you can be informed. You guys have already over 300 people on your team, and imagine if all 300 of them were actually plugged into the system. The system is the most important part. It's one thing for you to join the business, but it's another thing to actually plug in so that you can work your business. And you might already, when you first get started, we know you're busy. We know you have a life. We know you're either working another business, you're working a job. You don't have time to really hold the hand of your team members. But if you plug your team members into our system, then they're going to get all the information they need to help to build their business. Understand that you are in business for yourself, but not by yourself. The system is everything. So what I'm doing is I'm making myself available to create a system for you guys until you guys have an up and running system in Japan independent of me. So until then, you've got me and all the resources that you've got behind me. Since I don't have a sponsor, my sponsor is the owner of the company, you have direct access to the top of the company, to the CEO himself. But you've got to plug into the system. If you have a lot of team members, and this team grew very, very fast. So it's not like, when you've got somebody that came in and they enrolled 4 people, and then those 4 enrolled 4, and those 4 enrolled 4. Well, 4 or 5 levels up, they're brand new too. They've only been in the business 2 weeks. They cannot properly train you yet on how to build your business. So you do yourself a disservice if you do not plug your people into the system. We have a couple of Facebook groups as well that people can get direct information on and keep you informed on what's going on. The people who make the most money on my teams are those people plugged into our Facebook groups. It's been like that for the last 4 years. The people who make the most money on my teams, and I've helped people make 5 figures a month and more, those are the people who are plugged into the system and they're a part of our Facebook groups, and they got daily interaction. Here's the one thing: out of sight, out of mind. If you signed up somebody in the business 2 months ago, you haven't heard from them, they haven't been on a presentation or anything, they are not in the business anymore. Right? Out of sight, out of mind. You want to keep the business in front of them, keep them encouraged, keep them excited, and that's what my job is for. So I don't care what the time is. If it's 3, 4, 5 in the morning, my time, we can make this happen. And what I would love to do, because both of you guys are leaders on here, you're all powers or above and stars. Get with each other. Have your own. I have my board of leaders here in the United States. Like Rod Doctor's a part of that. David Ratliff. What we do is we have leadership calls every couple of weeks, and we put together special trainings. I do a training every single Saturday. What you guys want to do is schedule again. This could be a super Saturday. I don't care the day, but whatever day you can get the most members of your team on at the same time, and I will come on and do a private training for everybody to teach you guys how this is going to work, how to get the proper strategy, how to get moving. If everybody on your team were to enroll just 1 person each, you would have over 600 people. And then if those 600 enroll just 1 person each, you have over 1,000. And that's how your business grows and starts to explode. Next thing you know, you're making $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 a month in a couple of months. Another thing that we also have is a training website. There's a 17-hour difference between me and everybody else. So it's hard to be able to be live 24/7. But we have a training website, powerteammarketing.com. This will be heavily updated in 30 days when we launch the mobile app. We're going to have a lot of training videos. All of our webinars are recorded. So if you cannot meet for a live webinar presentation, you can always see one of our recorded ones. We even have scripts on what to say if you want to sign up a customer or you want to sign somebody up in the business. We have our promo videos. We have training on how to build online, how to build offline. We have all the tools you need to build your business. We even have a section that has e-commerce news that talks about the latest and greatest updates on what's happening in the e-commerce around the world. So we made this what I like to call fail-proof. There's absolutely no reason that a person can say, I cannot have success. The only way to lose in this business is to quit. And the only way to quit in this business is to cancel the $34.95. That's the only way to lose. So even if you're moving slowly, at least maintain your $34.95, plug into the system, and we're going to teach you how to build your business. Now, here's a couple of good updates you might not have heard yet. We have a London convention coming up. So if you can make it down to London, or if you know anybody in the London area, let us know. We can get them plugged in. The next event, we're all taking a cruise out of Miami, Florida. We're going to the Caribbean. We're going to the Caribbean. We're going to Jamaica and the Cayman Islands. The cost to register is only $25 per person. I know Dino's already registered. Desmond, did you? I think Desmond's registered for that. I know Chico's afraid to get on the boat because of the water, so I don't know if Chico's coming. Chieco, I mean. Chieco's afraid of the water, so I don't know if she's coming or not. But I know that Dino's registered. I think Baby Lynn is registered. I'm not too sure, but it's already 85% sold out. 85% registered. So you want to register for that, and we have something in place where you can get that cruise for free based on your production. If you personally enroll 12 people between now and December, and you have 200 people on your team between that time, starting July 1st, you will get 2 free tickets and $1,000 towards your flight to Miami. 2 free tickets. Now, I got to look at the report again since July 1st. I think Dino's team, Maya and Chieco's team, probably already has 1 leg that's already done for that. Because you need to have at least 75 reps in each of your 3. Yeah, I know for a fact they have that done. And at least 1 leg. But you can get that cruise for free. We also, just today, launched a new promotion. How would you like to earn an extra $200? Who would love to have an extra $200? Well, even if you're a power, if it took you longer than 15 days to become a power and you didn't get the $200 bonus, if you do it all over again starting today and you hit power by the 21st of September, you're going to get an extra $200 bonus. So basically, go power all over again. So Maria, Tito, and by going power all over again, you're moving yourself closer to becoming a global. But by 12 people on your team, enroll 4 more individuals, 12 people on your team, you're going to get an extra $200 bonus on top of the normal compensation plan. Now, what I want to do is, because I know we're a little late by now, if anybody has any questions, go ahead and type it in the chat box. Otherwise, I have some instructions for you guys. I know that you are getting prepared for the meeting in Osaka to piggyback on what took place in Tokyo with the pink cow. But here's something else. We want to take full advantage of technology. Desmond says, what should a brand new person do? A brand new person, I'm going to tell you here's what a brand new person should do. Number 1, get plugged into the system, the websites that I just showed you. Number 2, enroll their first 4 people in the first 48 hours in the business. Get their first 20 Sherlock customers, meaning that they get that away for free. So you guys, I hope you're writing this down. So the first thing you do, get plugged into the system. The second thing you do, get your first 4 people in the business and your first 20 Sherlock customers. The third thing you do is duplicate that with those new people and teach them how to do the same thing. That's the third thing you do. Here's another question again is, how should a brand new person say to a person who is skeptical about shopping Sherlock? This is one of the most easiest objections to overcome. If they're skeptical about shopping Sherlock, is this a scam? Here's what I say. Do you shop online, yes or no? If they say yes, which 97% of the people are going to say yes, I say great. How would you like to save money on that same purchase? What do you mean? Instead of Googling it, Sherlock it. And then I would give them an example. I would pull the Sherlock out in front of them and say, give me an example of something that you buy, something that you spend money on online. Let's Sherlock it and see if we can get you a better deal. Here's another thing I say to them. Nobody is actually buying anything from Sherlock. All we do is redirect you to a website that you probably would have never heard of before to buy whatever it is. We also use Google search. We use Amazon. We use eBay. We use Alibaba's AliExpress. We use Rakuten. When we get into Japan, we're going to use all the Japanese local sites. So the next question, so is this a Ponzi? What about the person who gets on at the end? All right, first of all, no, this is not a Ponzi. A Ponzi scheme, by definition, is where the people at the top make all the money and the people at the bottom get left holding the bag. And it collapses when the last person in does not recruit anybody and everybody loses. Nobody makes any money. It's also a Ponzi scheme. It's where money exchanges hands without the exchange of products, goods, or services. That's a Ponzi scheme. Shopping Sherlock is a legitimate business. Number one, we have a product just like Facebook is a product. Google's a product. YouTube has a product. eBay has a product. Amazon has a product. Our product is our website platform. It's our search engine. That's our product. And it's a product that we give away for free. So there's no way somebody can think that we're scamming them out of money when we gave them an app for free. Now that they use the app, they still don't give Sherlock any of their credit card information because they're actually buying their items from stores that they already know. All we did was redirected them to those stores. Also, the person at the top is not the individual who's going to make the most money. There's people above Baby Lynn, and Baby Lynn has made a whole lot more money than they have, even though that they're on top of her. Another thing, you can make money in our business without signing up a single person in the business. You go out there and have 1,000 Sherlock customers, they're all active, you're making $2,000 a month without signing up a single person. So even if the last person who gets in does not recruit anybody, that person can still make money with the Sherlock by giving away the Sherlock for free. So I hope that answered that question, Desmond. Any other questions about that? Or questions, period? But I have some marching orders for those of you leaders. I want to be involved with getting you guys trained and getting you guys plugged into the system so that you're not spinning your wheels, so that you don't sign up 50 people, everything is great, and then 50 people disappear on you. I want to show you how to keep your team, how to keep them engaged, and how to keep the momentum going. So 2 things I ask for you guys. Number 1, schedule a Saturday or any good time, whether it's Saturday or Sunday, where you can get the most members of your team on. These are individuals that they probably saw one video about Sherlock and signed up, or just because somebody like Baby Lynn told them to sign up, they signed up. They have absolutely no idea what the Sherlock's all about. That's okay. Schedule a Saturday training or a Sunday training, and I will come on and do a Sunday training or Saturday training for your entire team so that they can now get exposed to see the power of what Shopping Sherlock is all about. The next thing I would like you guys to do is schedule a time during the week that you can get the most people. And I know a lot of people are night owls over there. You're most active after 11 p.m. local Japanese time. That's okay. If you can get 40, 50, and 100 people to sit down and watch a presentation at 1 a.m. your time, I'm there. I'll do the presentation for you. So 1, we've got a Saturday training. And number 2, we want to start doing local weekly webinars. Now, this does not take the place of your local meetings, but this is designed to help support you and to keep the people excited and keep them informed on what's going on throughout the week. That's how we build here in the United States. That's how they build in the UK. They have a lot of physical meetings, but they also have webinars so that they can help get in touch with their team members who's in different countries. Not everybody on your team is going to be able to go to Osaka for the next meeting, but they can definitely sit at home, turn on their smartphone, and watch a presentation like this. They can definitely invite people to watch a presentation like this before they come out to one of your local meetings. This is going to help drive your business. The next thing I'm going to do is I want to train those of you in Japan and the Philippines to be able to do exactly what I do. So now you can take it to your team. I want to be able to have Yuzo, who's already transferred this and translated this into Japanese, to be able to do this presentation in Japanese for the local population in Japan. Once that crossover happens, because I know there's a lot of you foreigners in Japan that jumped on board, you all speak English. But once the crossover happens to the native population, your businesses are going to explode. So I want to teach you how to get to that level. I'm looking for the next individuals who want to make $15,000 to $20,000 a month, and I'm looking for the individuals who want to override 100 and 200,000 people who are going to join Sherlock in Japan over the next couple of years. And I have a warning as well that this is going to happen with or without us. Asia market is on the radar screen from our CEO. We will be a huge presence in Japan with or without the people currently in the business in Japan. I definitely want you guys to be sitting on top of what's going to take place anyway. But I cannot do it alone, and I cannot make it and want it more than you guys. I ask for your help to just plug into the system. I'll do the rest. The more people you put in front of me, the more money you're going to make. Just be a great inviter. So with that, does anybody else have any comments or questions? And I recorded this so that you guys can turn around and share it with other members on your team. Let them know they've got all the support, and I want them to know just how large this is. We are not playing with pennies here. We're talking 4, 5, and 6 figures a month is what's going to come out of the Sherlock over the next couple of years. Do you want your piece? So Ross said the 11 p.m. time slot is morning. Yeah, 11 p.m. Japan time is, do my fingers here, 7 a.m. Pacific. Yeah, 7 a.m. our time. Desmond's on the Pacific time zone too. So that's fine. I have no problem with that. Yeah, 9 a.m. Rod's time. So I don't care what the time is. But I want to do this again because now you leaders see what kind of presentation that we do. So I want you to go back, rally the troops, have a call with each other, get on Skype, whatever it takes. Let's schedule this to do it all over again. And I don't want to wait too long. I'm talking about let's do this again within the next 5 days. Another Japanese international webinar, and let's put at least 100 people on the webinar. You just let me know when, and we'll make it happen. So with that, thank you guys for joining us. I'm almost nodding off here myself. So thank you guys for joining us tonight or this evening for you guys. We're looking forward to making this happen with you guys. And I'm here for whatever help that you need. But I want to help put a lot of money in your pockets. And most importantly, we want to teach everybody how to securely keep their $34.95 because that's your residual income. Now, I'll turn it back on over to Dino to go ahead and close it out, see if Dino has any last words or comments. And we'll do this again. God bless. Good night, everybody. Here's Dino.
Thank you, Brandon. Thank you for your time always. And you know, we have actually had a chance to peek inside of the way you see Shopping Sherlock. I think we have done our best to show the vision here in Japan. But I think the way you've done it, you've exploded it, you've made it more concrete, you've made it more detailed. I think we have a bigger picture of it now that we've had the honor of having you present this to us. We are looking forward to doing this again. We are looking forward to bringing you back on and continuing this. I'm going to get with all of the leaders here, everyone you've mentioned, Marie, Baby Lynn, Chieko, Yuzo, Desmond, Tito, all of the leaders here. We're going to talk about this. We're going to have our next Shopping Sherlock International Japan conference call. I'm saying by next week. I would like to see it happen by next week. I'm going to make it happen. And with that said, unless there's any other questions, please type any questions you may have for Brandon. He's fallen asleep. We want to catch him before his eyes close. If you have any questions, If not, I'm going to say thank you so much, everyone who's joined us. And Rod Doctor, thank you. Juan and David Ratliff,